Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Hughes, caught by Wilson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. McCollum, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. McCollum.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans.
They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Hughes. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So here are the Texans now with a long field ahead. And they'll be led out by their 9th-year quarterback.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first-half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go, but if he can keep going at the pace he's at, it's going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. They keep it on the ground. Hillman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The Texans sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Well, this throw caught left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain of 32 that time.
drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to Hillman. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Jaguar defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Richardson out of the shotgun. And he's able to find Wallace. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles, 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the 1st with Hillman. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly
and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Texans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now Hughes to throw on 3rd down. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Play action. Now Richardson.
That'll be caught. Wallace hauls it in. A huge play there for Houston. 53 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Richardson going to change the play here. He'll try again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there.
That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
4 yards to pick up, 1st down. Operating from the gun, Hughes. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hughes trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot him. And now out comes Houston.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
81 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Richardson to throw off play action. Now he's loose at the 40.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Hillman. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Richardson to throw.
They go to Hillman on the screen. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They give it this time to Hillman up the gut. The Jaguars go ahead and use their first timeout as they head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Now Richardson.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Now Hillman, he has been active this afternoon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's good play. Touchdown! A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Here's Hughes throwing on first down. Uses the spin. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw. Hughes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Hughes now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Richardson off the play fake.
Going long here for Wallace.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Hughes.
Quick slant, Dotson.
To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw on third down, Hughes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Operating from the gun, Hughes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this to the 35, good for a gain of 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On 2nd down now, McCollum. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Hughes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Garrett Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Hillman here to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Hillman again. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. This is Hillman on 1st and 10. He'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They go play action with Richardson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They're running. Hillman. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. And it's back now in Jacksonville. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th.
Let's go now.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. This is Hillman with it. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Off play action, Richardson. And his throw is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Richardson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Complete, it's Dodson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw. Hughes. On the move past the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It already looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means after...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And that pick 6, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, They kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Hughes on third down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. With it is Jackson.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Houston set to take over. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Richardson on 2nd and 10.
Going for the right side here, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Up the middle, Hillman. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run here with Hillman. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Here we go. Back. Cowboy 80.
Now a handoff. It's Hillman. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Richardson looking to throw this.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Richardson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Jags force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Hughes. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. So Houston going to come away here with